10 minutes past 1 from the studios of Adaba FM. My name is Dwayne Daniels and my co-presenter.
Morning Konlau Gideon is my name. Happy Friday.
It's that time of the day again.
Friday, I say Friday is becoming a very beautiful day.
Thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday.
Okay, that time of the day again where we welcome you on Pains, Love and Family. And today we'll be talking about being friends with your ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend after you got married. You know, a lot of people do that. In fact, there is a study that says 46% of people of exes are likely to come back. And it does not matter whether you're married or not. They are likely to call you, send you message and all of that. So we'll be looking at that as the program progresses. And we're not the only ones on this program. Joining us this afternoon, we have Tony Mother, of course. You know Tony Mother.
Yeah, very good afternoon to you.
Okay, he's a married man, and she did not know. Okay, so Joe Kamoto Show is a regular on the show. She's there again. Welcome. Somebody, why don't you send the ball rolling?
Okay, first of all, being friends with your ex. The first thing that came to mind when you said we should look at the topic was, is there really any big deal
in being friends with
your ex?
Because we will know.
Okay, so I also tried to read some stories related to that, and I discovered that the first thing that seems to be common to everybody who is still attached to their ex is the once debe, always debe thing. You know, a lot of people realize that probably if you've had a debe thing with your ex, a better one, and then you get married and you see that
it's not so good.
You know, so I discovered that that's like the basic reason why some people do not find it easy to cut off from their ex. But there are also benefits. Yeah,
we'll get to that. Why don't you let's ask Jumoke and Tony, why do you think anybody should even be? Why would anybody want to be friend with their ex?
An ex.
Well, to me, I would not subscribe to that totally, but it now depends now if there are benefits to it as a positive benefit.
Well, why do you think anybody would want to be friends with an ex?
I don't think anybody should do that.
But why do you think people would want to do it?
People want to do it basically because of just like what you mentioned.
Is that the only thing?
No, one of those things that is applicable here. And again, if I was about saying that if it's for positive benefits now, what I mean positive benefits is if the person in question, that probably your ex, is in a position to help you, to assist you in one way or the other, not sexually, financially, and there's nothing attached.
If you're married, why would you even run to an ex for financial?
Yeah, nothing is impossible.
What if the person is holding a political office or
just like that?
He's a big man in town now.
Do you have to do that?
Be a determinant.
I know. I said one of the reasons. I'm not saying
why people do it. Okay.
Yeah, why people do it.
Let's ask Jumoke, why do you think anybody wants to be friends?
I just felt people don't know. They don't know where to stop, when to stop. That is, now it is over. An ex means your past. So you should know when it is over. Let the past remain.
What if you have a child with that ex?
I think it's just one of the reasons.
Yeah,
and you should know where to stop. And if there is a child, you should know where to stop. There should be a boundary. You don't have to be friends because of the child.
But there will still be contact.
Of course. But when you say friends, friends, you know what that means.
You should know where to stop, and there should be a boundary.
Well, I quite agree with you, but not in all circumstances, because if that means you have to carry your husband or probably your wife along.
Your wife.
Yeah, that this is what happened in the past, and she was my ex. And
you're still friends.
Yeah, and you're still friends. No, but the friend now is only attached to the fact that you have a child, or she has a child for you.
What if there's no child?
Then
you will take
it's not necessary.
Your wife.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult to say that.
Okay, some people say it is harmless, like Moni said at the beginning of the program. Why? I don't see a big deal. She does not see a big deal. Some people say it is harmless. Easy harmless, you might get. Being friends with your.
It is not harmless.
Yeah.
It is not.
It is not.
Because
So it is harmful.
It is
Harmful. Yes, very
partially
harmful.
harmful. Because each one of us we have emotions that it will get to a point. You just discover that you've fallen before you now realize that.
Like I said, 46%. There's a 46%
shouldn't have.
likelihood
And
that you guys will get back together.
it's easier when that ex, both of them are still within that environment. It's very easy for them to like, wow, when I was going to ShopRite, I saw you on bike. You're like, hey, so you saw me before, you know. When next are you going to ShopRite?
Before you're chatting on WhatsApp, before
And-
you know it, you're on Facebook.
London Bridge is falling down already.
Sending DM, sliding into your DM. and all of that.
London Bridge
Before
has
you know
fallen.
it, okay.
Olympian has fallen again. So
So you're saying it is
it is
not,
harmful.
It is
It is not advisable.
I have to subscribe to that because the moment you guys are, when you discover that you have emotions for one another, then before you know before you can say Jack Robinson.
You're back where you started. Or when you ended.
Yeah.
You're back where you ended.
Yeah, you're back where you ended. And at the same
It's
time,
not been as if you paused.
But I
First time
have a
you
different.
Oh,
I have a different opinion.
Okay.
It may not be. Okay, it may not work for everybody, but I feel that if we actually have both moved on, and when I say in the sense of move on, I'm not saying we are
Both of you are
pretending,
married.
but even some people are married and then they've not moved on. But I'm saying in the real sense of moving on, if we are both moved on, why not? Why can't we be friends? For me, that's my own opinion. If we have really both moved on, not faking moving on.
How would you know that the other person has moved on? You can only tell it by yourself. How would you know that the other person has really,
There were
in your
things-
word, really moved on?
Okay,
So-
now basically for me, if I was once attached to someone, I know the things that we do together. I know how communication is very vital. Like she was trying to say, somebody starts a chat to say, I saw you on the bike. Somebody says, so somebody who we used to be in a relationship before, now we were, let's assume we are both married, everybody, we both have our families, and then he stays on his lane. When like she was also saying that you don't cross, there are some boundaries that you do not cross. You don't call me 9 or 10 p.m. over flimsy issues. We don't talk the way we used to talk. We only do the things that normal friends do. It would be
Comes to ask
obvious.
for money?
It could.
Oh, do you think your husband would be happy if he...
That is if you carry your husband along.
Even
Would
if
your
you-
husband agree to it?
Well, like I said, you don't make it look like. Don't
Because
force me.
I'm not trying to punch
corner.
into a corner. I'm talking from the
This is-
perspective of a man.
this is just-
my wife
Will
has
not-
an ex, and now she's telling me that she needs to go to ex to ask for money
No,
because
No,
of what? Because
that's-
I will ask her, have I failed in my duties?
no. I will
Even if
not.
I failed in my duties, I will
You
not
shouldn't
put
be
you
the
to
last
I wouldn't
resort.
come to tell my husband that I'm going to my ex to ask for money.
So you do
Then
behind
if
me.
he-
No, I'm
find
not
out.
saying no. That's not what I am saying. I am saying that.
I don't know what you're saying.
Hold on, Dimitri. I don't want you to box me into a corner.
I'm not.
I am saying that people can still be friends with their exes if both of them have really moved on and on the platter of we are friends, in the sense that I see, let's assume, I don't want to use you now because you will say let's assume that Omodara is my Tony is my
Your
ex. Okay, and maybe that was like 10 years ago, and we are in this is
2019.
2019,
That's 2009.
and we meet, and he's probably holding, even if he's not holding any political office or something, he just, the way we lose, some of us, we lose vital things in life probably because we are trying to be, you are shying away from something that is not even there. If Tonya had actually really moved on, there is nothing saying, if for instance he has a party and he says, I'm inviting your family to my get together this December, and I tell my husband, sweetheart, Tony,
my ex has a
if my husband says no, if he has an issue with it, I respect it, and I say no, we're not going. But for me, I feel that people should not just stay in their past and feel that they can, and we're not ruling it out totally, that people should not be friends with their exes for whatever reason at all. I don't think it should be thrown into the trash.
The question I've asked you, which I'm willing to ask everybody, is that how would you know the other person has moved on? You have not answered that.
I clearly stated that there are signs when people are still attached.
Let me tell you, Moni, let me tell you this. There are people who have not moved on, who will pretend to you that they have moved on. And then, for instance, what you mentioned now, your ex inviting your family to a party may be an excuse to get you to a party. You think your family is there, your husband is there, but your husband can't be with you 24/7 at the party. That's one. And I've seen this happen to people. Then telling your husband you want to go and ask money from an ex, or you will not tell him, because not telling him is even serious trouble. That means if you don't tell him and he finds out, you're trying to, it will cause a lot of distrust in the relationship, and when there's that, there will be suspicion, and when there's suspicion, the marriage is going downhill. So that is what I think. So that is my own
Your own submission.
That's my own submission. Okay. Why I asked Komoda a question the other time, that if you're friends with your ex, what are the downsides? She was saying we'll talk about the benefit, but let's talk about the downsides now.
Well, I want to say that when it can lead to, you guys having sex again, let me just feel like that, can lead to that. And when emotions run high together, it will relieve and it will ignite, bring that spark. Because one, I know your weakness while we were dating. I know what I can tell you. I know
an ex who knows you very well, more than your husband does.
I know you very well. I know what I can tell you on the very.
Sometimes you don't open up to your husband. Like, I know women who are not really freaky with their husband. They got married. They're not really freaky with their husband, as in letting their guard down. And when I mean freaky, I mean really freaky, not outside of the bed. Now I'm talking in the bedroom. And then they went like that with the ex. Like she said at the beginning of the program, now they are suffering in silence, not because the husband is not willing. Let me give you an instance. When I was at another radio station, I had this friend who was in the university at that time. Okay, he just finished, and his ex-girlfriend, who was married to a pastor, would come down to Ado and stay with my friend. Would get down with my friend. Would be telling my friend that anytime she gets down with her husband, she usually pretends after one round that she was tired, and the husband was always taking very good care. Will even be greeting her like, why would you do that? For God's sake, why would you do that? And then come back to your ex. So
it's
downsides of being friends with
it's real, just like what you said right now. And again, so many things, so many factors
what do you think
can lead to this. So many factors can lead to this. One, if the man is not financially buoyant, like the ex, that's one. And two,
that's the reasons we're talking about. The downsides now, the disadvantages.
It can lead to the breakup of the marriage and mistrust. Because when there's no trust again, just
marriage is finished.
It's finished, and the man will never. Even it will bring them the ego of the man will be down, or probably the ego of the woman, because the woman or the man will be saying that, what am I doing, or what
am I not doing right?
Yeah, right.
That your ex got right.
Yeah, got it right.
Yes, and it's still getting right up till now.
So
your ex has become a topic in our family.
Yeah, it now it will lead to inferiority complex on the part of the partner. So, a whole lot of things.
The other person on the other side will feel insecure.
Yes.
Even the man himself will have this feeling that, how safe
am I not enough?
And the lady on the other side will start. That's when you see people start running helter skelter. I want to do tummy talk. Maybe the other lady has. So security. You start comparing.
So what
your
about
ex?
What about if we have a situation where, take for instance, let me put the imaging in the picture now.
Okay.
One of your exes decides to probably, not a decision, maybe by one reason or the other, get close to your wife, would you?
So my wife, the first question I would ask myself is, why would she be close to why would she be close to my wife? That's the very first question I would ask. Why would she be close to my wife? Then I'll try and answer that question, to find out and answer that question. And if I find out, then I would then take
So you could tell your wife to draw a line between the relationship, or
that's what I've just answered you. Why would she want to? It depends on if they are in the same office, if they are working, probably their colleagues and all of that. They talk, and I know women can set boundaries. If your wife knows that what's it called, that a social person is your ex and they work in the same office, I trust women. Your wife will set boundaries, no matter how nice the relationship or how nice your wife is. She will set boundaries. She would not want you to be close to her family again. Women will always do that, unless we want to deceive ourselves.
Even men
will do it.
Even will do more than that.
No, women will do it more.
Yeah, more.
Why more?
Because she may say she trusts her husband, but she will tell you she does not trust the ex.
Yeah, for sure.
So
because when
because I know some exes will get close to your wife and start coming to your house, visiting your house,
and visit when she's not around.
And then they will pop in one day where your wife has gone to the market and the kids are not around. Is Muni around?
And she
I'm very close. I'm very close to the house. I just
okay. Moving forward, one of the downsides, it can prevent healing. That is, if the relationship ended badly, and you need to have a healing time, go through the healing process. It can prevent healing. It can, it's the same thing as it can stop you from moving on completely, because sometimes memories come back to you, and then maybe your husband or your wife did something like I'm the trust don't care with their revenge, and before you know it, you're thinking about Ronke, and then you have an argument with your wife one day, and then you keep strolling, and then you find yourself ending up at
Ronke's abroad,
especially if she's not married, and then before you know it, Ronke offers you food, you know that. Then you said that you might be tempted to start something again, especially like Bonnie said, if the sex was good in the past relationship, and then it is no longer good now, the husband is not good in sack, and then the dumpy may feel confused. There's a dumpy and a dumper. The dumpy is the person who gets dumped now. If you're the person who gets dumped, and then you keep going to that person, you will want to know why the person rejected you in the first instance. So you may feel confused. If at the end of the day the person rejects you again, you feel rejected, you feel dejected, and all of that. And then so that's I think that's that. Yeah, that's what I.
Another part, just let me add this one, because we are in Nigeria, we are in African settings, and the moment you discover that, okay, let's assume now the dumpy and the dumper, one is married, one is doing fine, and the other one is not doing fine.
Especially if it's a woman who is not doing fine.
If it's a woman,
maybe her husband is not good at
everything possible to ensure that she gets in touch with the partner. Talking about the ex now, and assuming the woman is not married in question, there's a man or woman. Assuming the woman is not married now, she will find everything possible to ensure that it gets hold of the man. And before you know it, we'll talk about juju.
Trouble.
We talk about juju. We talk about Africa. So she can go diabolical, and before you know what's happening.
Let me tell you what happened to me. I just saw a girl, right from when we were in SS2 secondary school through when we finished from secondary school, and then when I was in the university, she was in College of Education. And then one day I was at a federal radio, working for a federal radio at the time, and then I was by the side of the road, waiting for our staff boss, and then she was on the bike and called me, and then she was not married, I was not married, I just left a relationship. Then we struck up something, and I started visiting. I was not looking to date her. One day I found out that she had already done her introduction.
Oh.
and will be calling me. And I asked her, I sat there, I said, if I were in that guy's shoes, if I were that guy and you did this to me, how do you think I would feel? I would not do that to another man, because I'm a man. I know how I would feel if that happens to me. And I ended it. There was another of my ex-girlfriends who would be calling me at night. I didn't even know she was married. Would be wanting to do extra cool with me. And then one day I had the cry of a baby. And I asked her, are you married? She said, yes. I said, where was your husband?
When you were calling.
Anytime you call me around 12 a.m., midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I said, please don't call me again. Our husband is late now. She's around this place. And I don't stay in touch because that's really trouble.
You know where to stop.
Yeah.
That's just it. You know where to stop. There are people like, she's just my ex. No string attached.
Another reason people get to do that for him, I think it's probably because he's the man. He was able to, draw the boundaries. A woman may not be able.
I was a dumper on the 2 occasions.
You wasn't a dumpy.
I was not a dumpy. In fact, I don't allow anybody to make me a dumpy.
That's the thing. When you're not the dumper, it makes it
if I see that you want to dump me, I dump you first.
I dump you first.
When people do not end their relationships well, when they do not, you probably just
the mutual consent now.
Yes, maybe you just took a break and then the break led to something. It was not that we broke up. I think it also leads to the coming back and not coming back.
Even sometimes when you really broke up, some people still believe that, I still have this unfinished business.
Yeah.
Which you need to end.
We have to see through. Well, why did he reject me and all of that?
And another thing.
And then another thing that I know is that some ex will stay in contact with you, not because they want anything from you, because they just feel guilty for you. Because they are the dumper, because they dumped you, and they see you coming around now, decide to play along so that she will not feel bad again. It ended badly. Let me just play along, and then you start catching feelings. And then the guy will dump you again, or the girl will dump you again.
It's dangerous.
They're very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And one of the things that do lead to
the ex wanted to come back.
Wanted to come back is covetousness, when you're not satisfied with what you have at present.
Yes.
If
what you have is not enough.
It is not enough, then you will want to go back. This thing we're talking about is, for men it's okay.
Why?
For men it's okay. But, they would not like it when they discover that this is your ex. No. That jealousy will just come from nowhere.
You think it's different for the
woman?
You
want to see the ex.
You think it's different for the woman?
Women will not like it.
Women will not like it as well. But for a man now, that jealousy.
I know my wife does not like it.
It will just arise somewhere, and before you know it, you won't want to even hear the name of the ex.
And you talk about
you seeing the ex.
Some exes have stupid. One called me one day and said, she was a nurse and then went back to do medicine and all of that. And then he called me one day from the university. I was in Abuja then. He called me. There's this GST course. There's this question. Stupid things that you could ask anybody. In your school.
Just wanted to.
Why would you call me for general GST, or what do you call? Is it general paper or general studies? Why would you call me for a GST question? So a lot. I think people should even be. You should be careful and know when next is trying to strike or something.
Yeah, because to me as a person, let's just use myself as an example now. There are several times when my exes, I won't say it's not just one ex, I'll say exes now, would like to come back. And
you have done a lot of damage.
No. It's No. I have reasons. No, when you end up on a good note. Now, I always try as much as possible to end up on a very good note, because I know that, because in future, because I know definitely,
there might be benefits.
There are benefits, and
one day she becomes the wife of a governor, and they want to make you the commissioner, and she sees your name. Kini, am I flap your boo name? You are in trouble because women will pay you back.
Yeah. There's always a payback time.
She will pay you back if you ended badly.
There's always a payback time, and this lady in question, she came to me, She had 2 babies. No, she has 2 babies now, and she came to me and she started talking to me. And said, "Why? This is what is happening. This is what is happening." Lo and behold, she was pregnant. I didn't know.
Oh.
And I asked her, I said, "What about your man?" She said, they had a fight, that he traveled to Abuja. From Abuja, he traveled to Lagos, that he works with all these...
Ajala travel.
Yeah. So she now said that, "Please, that I need your help." I said, "What is it?" And the next thing was, I went to see her because...
You went to her house?
No, not to her house. Because of the tone, because of the tone of her voice. I just said, okay, when I saw her, she was heavily pregnant. And she said that she was supposed to have,
Put to bed?
Yeah, put to bed like a month or thereabouts. And she said that while she was talking to me, that there's this calmness that comes to her.
Yes.
No,
No.
And the breeze of
I understand what I'm saying. And I had to, calm her down, let her understand. At the point in time, she had high blood pressure because one, the husband left her, and again, she was not well kept, as in, feeding was very hard and everything.
So you gave her money.
I gave her money, and she now said that every time I talk to her, that there's a way she feels. And lo and behold, the day I saw her, the second day,
She gave back.
she gave back.
You're really a prophet.
So no, it's not like that. Some of the benefit, but
let me tell you.
Since then,
let me tell you, some
Yeah.
exes would even make you feel guilty about what they are
Yes.
really going through.
Yes.
If you had not left me, I would not have
been
ended
in
up with
this
this
Yeah,
guy,
like this.
with this stupid guy, and all of that. But then, what I will say to you is that not them. When
Not
you see
them.
them,
Not
not them.
Not them.
Wrong. Yeah.
So this lady in question, understand, fine, we are very good friends, but there's a distance. And there's no way I can. She came to my house and I said, "No way, we are not going down."
Would you advise, apart from keeping in touch, or physical, would you advise even on social media, chatting for a very long time? Some wives will stay in the room, be chatting with their exes, while the husband is in the living room and all of that. And then when they hear, the sound of your footsteps, they take it away from WhatsApp and take it to
phone book.
your phone number, and they start saying rubbish. Would you advise that?
I wouldn't.
If you catch your husband doing that,
Something about me is I wouldn't do what I know. If you do to me, I wouldn't like it. The moment you do it to me, well, should I say a battle line has been drawn,
okay.
because I'm going to give it to you back to back.
50-50.
50-50.
And
I want you to feel the pain I'm feeling, because it's like if you don't feel what I'm feeling, you will go back and do the same. So I want you to feel I might have an invisible boyfriend. Someone like me, there was a time
You couldn't say
in my there was a time in my
an
marriage
imaginary boyfriend.
I can call customer line and pretend to be talking, and when you're coming in I would laugh, and lo and behold I did something like that, and my husband, like, after like 2 days, the moment I hear him coming, I'll pick my call. I'm not sleeping, I'll just pretend to be sleeping. I'm okay.
And you'll be talking to the computer voice.
But he wouldn't know. But because the thing was like, what is the when you were doing yours, was I complaining? I was saying, so let's mark so you say, kò ní daka ṣe báyìí. Kí ni mo ṣe, mi ò ṣe anything now. Sọ pé ọkùnrin kọ́ ló ń bá sọ̀rọ̀. Don't ask me. If you do it and you enjoy doing it, then let me do mine. Let's see how it feels.
What I think the danger of keeping in touch even on social media, and you have long chats. The danger of that is that some exes are very stupid and they start dropping hints here and there. You still look beautiful.
That's the thing.
Like when we were dating.
Yes,
you're still as beautiful as them.
Display pictures.
Nobody can even tell you now you have 3 kids. And all of
I
that.
am still looking so.
You're even more beautiful.
You're slain.
So
You're slain after 3.
and before you know it, they had to, especially if you are married to a man who does not compliment you, and you see an ex doing that in the morning, in the afternoon, before you know it, he keeps sending regular text messages.
How are you this morning?
I hope you are fine.
I hope you are beautiful.
Shiny day to you and all of that. Okay.
All right, 13 minutes before 2 o'clock. We're still here talking about being friends with your ex, if it has good sides and bad sides and all of that. So you guys to be a part of the show as well. 08162519991. That is the number to call. 08162519991. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's the name? What's the name, please? Thank you for joining us. Please go ahead.
Yes, I just want to share a personal experience.
Okay.
That just place sometimes when we are just married, I and my wife. The guy just came, he said he had my wife that he was just married. Just to come to her and say hi to her. The confidence of my wife, the guy didn't enter about the room. He went to the balcony and lay down there. And it was just because my dad didn't answer him. That I was just to come and say hi to you. My wife didn't answer him. She didn't answer him. After the guy was so rested. He couldn't stay for 1 or 2 minutes before he went out. When he went out, I had to call my wife. Who is this guy? He said, your first guy. But he doesn't know what he's looking for here. Okay. If you want to entertain such a person anytime, please go and entertain such a person at your family house. So my wife was unhappy. He was unhappy. But it was then that they have called for so many years and we couldn't hear from him. I don't know how she came to the family house. And I am telling that anytime you want to see such a person, go and see such a person at your family house. But as long ago, my wife was so unhappy. And I know when we meet that such a guy, I know it's a very serious thing. So it is not so easy for any ex to not come to a family house like that. And go away in such a way. So it's a very sensitive. And they called and represent a very peaceful family. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling. Okay. I like that, man. I think I like it. Or it was 625199991. Dynasty Pains, Love and Family. Under the invited one. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hello. Okay. Hello, good afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's the name, please?
I'm calling from Ikudanisa.
Thank you for joining us. Please go ahead.
You see, you are discussing the sensitive issue this afternoon. What is good is not good. Myself, I cannot even entertain such. The moment you have done away with a woman, let that relationship be closed. Because men are so much very jealous. So, we should not play with fire.
He's right. He's
That's
right.
my contribution.
Thank
very
you.
much. Thank you very much.
That's my mom. She say, what you're not going to eat, don't even smell it.
And I tell people,
Don't even.
if it was good in the first instance, it would have worked. Since it didn't work, why are you going back to it?
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. Okay, looks like we lost
Keep
that
trying.
one.
Number is 08162519991. That's the number to call. 08162519991. Hello.
Needs to
Hello?
Turn down the volume of your radio set, please, or you step away from it.
Good afternoon. What's the name?
Okay.
Looks like we lost the call already. Hello, good afternoon. Okay. 08162519991. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation here in the studios.
Being friends with your ex.
Hello,
After getting
good
married.
afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hello?
We
Hello,
can
good
hear you.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello? Okay, keep trying. 08162519991. And if you must call, stay away from your radio set. Don't keep listening to your radio. Listen to us. Hello, good afternoon. I think the problem is that some people call, they still stay by the radio, they want to defend their.
I'm Bertie.
What's the name again?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please stay away from your radio set, please.
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you. Move away from your radio set.
I am doing from my degree.
Okay, Ayodele from my.
Yes. I think the condition of relationship matters.
Okay.
Like someone said,
Okay, I'm afraid we have to end the call. We are not hearing you. Let me say this: if you must call, stay away from your radio set. Don't call and still be listening to yourself on the radio. Listen to us. Or 816-251-9991. That's the number to call. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon. What's your name?
Hello.
We can hear you.
Yeah, this is Cesar from Inoki.
Thank you for joining us, Festus. Please go ahead.
Yes,
Hello. We can hear you. Go ahead. Oh.
Okay, looks like he's gone.
Oh, is it
I want to
network
pick
issue?
something from that first caller when he said he told the wife that when you have such visitor, take him to
Your family.
and she do that. She can't. And the thing, another thing that is, there are families. They know the other person is married, and they know the ex. They will still keep on maintaining
That relationship. They keep talking. You know, some parents, some in-laws will keep talking to the ex of their daughter.
Yes, even ex of their
And
son.
some mothers will keep comparing the ex with the husband. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. We can hear you. I don't think it's the network. I think people call and then they are waiting to hear themselves on their radio. It doesn't work that way. 08162519991. But if your husband tells you,
Hello.
Hello.
We can hear you. Good afternoon. Hello.
we can't hear that.
We can hardly hear you.
So I was saying that if your husband tells you anytime he comes around, take him to your family house. It's like telling you that you're already. It's going.
Go with him. When you get your family house, introduce him as your new husband.
Yeah. So.
Hello. Good afternoon. Hello.
We can't hear anything. 08162519991. We'll try and see if we can take maybe one or two more calls. Hello. Oh, it's not working.
Okay.
No. Okay. Time is fast spent. Okay. So.
Hello. Hello. Yes. Good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon.
I think we should just let the phone be and then continue because it's taking up our time. Okay, Jumoke, you're fine now.
Well, what I will say is, I read from somewhere, a marriage counselor. She said, being friend with an ex could lead to a morally questionable behavior without being done intentionally.
Yeah.
So, be careful. Stay away from fire. Stay away from trouble.
and you know, talking about sometimes you don't even commit. You're not even guilty of anything, but the way people see it, they think you're already doing it.
If it's
so
okay,
the rumor can do more damage
than what
to
you
your marriage
intended.
than the real thing. They are even doing it.
So do unto others what you want them to do to you.
How about that?
Well, I'll say that it's not good.
I hope your married friend is not listening. The one with the friends.
No, well,
now.
yeah. Fine. Let me conclude the story.
No, the sole provider.
They are back now. She has a thought.
You are still in the mix?
No. I'm not.
Okay.
Get there and get shot.
Yeah, and she's in far away United States of America.
Sole provider.
I'm still talking, chatting.
No, we don't anymore. We don't.
Okay.
We don't. I would just say that. What is the meaning of like? Okay, it's not good. And if you want to do it, ensure that you do it on the spouse's mind. let it be clean, and when you're done with what you want to get, not negative.
What do you want to get?
What do you want to get?
What I would just say is that if there must be that contact at all, you should let your spouse know about it. You should not hide it from your spouse, because doing that will breed mistrust, and that could send your marriage downhill. And I want to add is that if it was good in the first instance, if the relationship was good in the first instance, if the person was that angel in the first instance, then the relationship would have worked. So if it did not work, why are you going back to it? There is beauty in everybody, and there's good in everybody. That man you're with, that woman you're with, they also have some good in them. You only have to be patient and to find out that good. Most times we are impatient and we want to go back to where we're coming from because we think that is better. But oftentimes it is not better, it's worse.
So don't just play with fire.
Okay, I would just say you should avoid stories that touch and do the real thing. Be mature in your engagements and interactions with
Don't
people.
take money.
Don't call them for
Even if
trouble.
it's the governor, don't take money.
We'll see you next Friday. God willing. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye
Money
bye.
is good though.
Adaba 88.9 FM.